If you're wondering about like your turn and whose turn and stuff, it's because, well, you'll see me on my channel and you'll see him on his channel. Oh, welcome to the Religion on Ice podcast. Hello, people of YouTube. This is Religious Fanboy back again. Howdy. With Maddie Ice Q, because we're best friends.
Hi. Wait, but you can't see it because this is over the phone.
Yeah, it's over the phone.
You can see it on my channel. This is a two-way podcast.
So for you to see Matthew's face, watch the Maddie Ice Q version of this podcast. And then to see my face, come to go to Religious Fanboy, and then you'll get to see Quasimodo's face for like an hour. That's funny because I remember that. And now that I know about it, I can make jokes and laugh too. Yay! It's fun to know things. And that's why school is fun sometimes. Sometimes. So, what do we want to talk about first?
That's your call, not mine.
Oh, okay.
Still very new to the podcast.
Oh, we could just talk about the, we could start with talking about the Dragon Ball and Grace thing. That, like, I kind of talked about it with you before we started recording.
Yeah. I guess we can start there. Sure.
Well, I guess I just explain it. Or do you want to help explain it?
No, your explanation was pretty good, so I don't want to.
Okay, well, if you haven't seen the end of GT, do I have to say spoiler alert or no?
No, GT's been out forever.
Okay, then I don't have to say spoiler alert. Well, in the end of Dragon Ball GT, at the conclusion of the Shadow Dragons arc, Shenron talks about how the Dragon Balls were meant to be used for the purpose and to provide people with hope that they would no longer have to use them. And that's kind of how, like, Grace works, because when there was the fall of man, and if you're wondering where to look this up in the Bible, read chapter 3 of Genesis. And alright, we're starting a Bible study on this side of the podcast.
Yeah.
So, we'll get to that today. That's gonna be fun.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay! Sorry, my last one was very lackluster. I need to make it sound convincing.
Just wait until we get to Revelations, then we're gonna have fun.
Yay! I don't know if Revelation.
Well, reading the whole Bible is gonna be fun.
Well, reading the whole Bible in general is fun.
Yes, it is. It is. So much fun.
Should have brought a drink or something. I'm thirsty. Oh well.
You know what would be a funny Undertale's mod if they ever did it?
What?
That would just be perfect for us to do a Let's Play of together.
What?
If they had ministry like Christian puzzles. in it. Just be like, oh, on the patterns on the floor, there's like, oh, this big thing that has like John 3:16 on it. And then you have to read it as you walk along those words to get through the across the mat thing.
I don't see how that would work, but it might be a good idea.
Yeah, that could be fun, maybe. I just hurt my foot.
Oh.
Wanna know what happened?
What?
Well, the laptop is kinda on my leg.
Oh.
Like, I'm sitting cross-legged, so that I tried moving my foot that was under my other knee, and I hurt myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we got way off topic, didn't we?
Yeah, we did that.
I feel like it was my fault.
Well, it's no one's fault. It happens all the time.
Alright, good point.
I'm not cooperating with me.
Something that would surprise the people to watch this if we didn't get off topic.
Yeah, that would surprise everyone greatly if this is actually structured and we weren't just talking out of our butts. But where's the fun in that?
I'm trying to think of what that would look like if people literally did that, though.
It probably would help your recording experience if you didn't have any music on.
Oh, well, that was, my sister's playing the trumpet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's loud.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, sorry about that.
Pick it up too.
Would it be better if I kind of moved this stuff out to, like, the other end of the house?
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm sure she won't. She'll keep it up for a little bit, but won't keep it up forever.
Yeah.
I'm saying it helps, but I didn't realize it was just your sister. Yeah.
Well,
so my microphone can pick it up.
Are you ready for the Dragon Ball Grace thing?
Yeah, I was ready the entire time.
Oh, sorry. Well, the way that Grace is kind of like that, well, when sin entered the world and we became sinful by nature, due to Adam and Eve and all that good stuff, I guess. I know, sarcasm. It's bad things. Bad things.
Many dark things were unleashed.
Their kids start murdering each other and
tearing each other's throats out.
Did that happen? Because that's kind of creepy. That's how you know rugby's too hardcore then.
Oh, if you're killing each other?
Yep, that's when rugby gets too far.
Oh, I think rugby will go too far the minute you realize someone died.
Yep. Well, actually, it's a penalty for a high tackle even, so, yeah.
No.
Rugby's fun, but it's best to play two-hand touch, though. Yep. But it's kind of like how God knew that that there had to be a perfect sacrifice for everyone's sins, like Jesus. And if you're looking for kind of an Old Testament thing that kind of points towards this, later in the book of Genesis, when there's stuff with Isaac and Abraham. Remember how they provide like a sheep or an oxen?
Yeah.
Like how God did that when he realized that Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son if that was what God had meant for him to do. Well, that's kind of like that too. Little bit.
I don't know. Sacrificing animals and sacrificing people are two separate.
Yeah, that was weird, but it was mainly because God wanted to see what was more important to Abraham.
I guess that's true. But man, is that a short part of good thing that he's ever done?
Yep, and that's why you need to think about what you read to make sure you understand what God's reason for some of this stuff in the Bible was.
I didn't really understand why God took the step.
It's kind of also like the story of the Shunammite woman.
The what?
Like remember the woman that like had never had a child, but her husband was getting old and was gonna probably die in a few years. And then Elisha came to her house for like a meal while he was doing mission work and stuff. And then like he told her that in a year's time she'll be with a child and stuff. Well then the child temporarily dies and stuff. And then Elisha performs a miracle by bringing him back to life, and then he hands him back to his mother and stuff.
That makes some of the child go off to do the work of God.
Probably. It the
Story. What happened is, God just told the Canaanite woman that he would have to dedicate his life to God because God had given it back to him.
ah. Oh, kind of like Samson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Book of Judges.
Look at that.
He got a haircut, then he prayed for forgiveness,
Then he got his power up. Oh, wait, no.
and then collapsed the Colosseum with a bunch of people in it.
Daniel?
Judges is...
Did you say Daniel?
No, I said Samson, I thought. Yeah.
I'm like, Daniel? No, he was thrown in a lion's den.
Yup. And it said that the lions' mouths were shut by God, and that's what happened. And then when they saw him next morning, he was sitting around the lions.
They were like cats at that point.
Which is what I would do all the time if that was my situation.
Pray to God to hope that he would shut their mouths so they wouldn't eat you.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, if they like started being like, oh, nudging their head on me and stuff, like cats and stuff, I'd probably pet them.
Are these giant cats? So they require attention. Attention for a cat is just as important as feeding it.
Yeah. Annie definitely craves attention.
Well, my smallest cats, they're still babies in my eyes. They act like it, and they're barely a year old. But they require a lot of attention. And if I don't give it to them, then they start not doing anything. Just sit around and do nothing.
Yeah.
They need to get up to go eat.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did we explain the Dragon Ball and Grace thing yet?
I don't know.
I think we might have.
We have, but it's been lost.
Yeah, we started talking about a lot of other books of the Bible and a lot of other events in the Bible. What are you talking about? The phone slid down my laptop.
For those few seconds, just because how close my audience is. No,
Ah. Am I picking up okay?
I hope so.
Oh, that's going to be weird if it's not picking up okay.
Talking to myself, alone, yeah, that's not weird. Except I do it all the time. Videos, I record myself talking to myself. That's not weird at all.
So, what's another thing that we can talk about?
I don't know. Like I said before, this is your show, not mine.
Do you want to do, we could talk about, there's something small that we can talk about, or, I kind of want to talk about something while they're, so we give people, like, a bigger time to, grab their Bibles if they choose to read along in the Bible study. Should we do that, or just start that now?
Actually, why don't we explain who I am, because they don't really know yet, because they haven't looked at me yet.
Oh, well, Manny...
How about I do that?
Okay, you can do that.
Since I'm so good at explaining it what I do, I might as well do it.
Yeah.
Over at my channel, called Matty Ice Cube, so I call my subscribers my Ice Cube, so I joke.
What should I name my subscribers?
Religious Fanboy is part of my subscriber base, but right now I have a very low subscriber base, so I am just a channel starting out, but I've actually been at it for almost 3.5 months now, so I have a plethora of videos to watch. I'm just a little short on the game right now. I do Let's Plays, I do stupid videos, I do lightsaber videos, I do all sorts of crap. Like, I do a lot of fail So, especially in about a week, I'll definitely. That's me. That's what I'm about. Also, I've been friends with Quentin for like almost 15 years.
Most of our life.
Yeah, most of our lives. We'll just go with that. That's like first or second grade, so just to put it in perspective.
Yeah, it was like we met in like kindergarten, and then we were like friends probably by the start of first grade.
Yeah, we were like best friends by first or second grade.
Yeah.
And been friends with each other since. But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. And just recently, after not talking to each other for a long while, we've been meeting up again.
Yep.
So we've been doing a lot of stuff together.
I think it was kind of like, we hung out in 7th grade, and then it's kind of like we were apart from each other for a little while.
I vanished. What happened? I vanished.
And then we then we started talking around junior and sophomore year of high school.
Yeah. And then we disappeared again. And all of a sudden we find ourselves in college and we're in the same class.
Well, how long did you necessarily disappear for? Because we graduated together.
We did graduate together, but it was over this summer. It was over that summer. I just kind of vanished. I never talked to you, even though I had your number. That was before I had your number. I didn't know your number, and I had other ways of contacting you. I never did because I was doing other things.
Yeah.
And in college, we were in the same class together.
Yep.
And then I started my YouTube channel, and then about 2 months into that, we started doing collabs together.
Like that very first one we did, where we were laughing for 90% of the video.
It's a 4-part collab. A 4-part collab.
And 75% we were laughing.
Yeah, most of it. We were laughing at ourselves for our own stupidity.
And I was making some really bad Bible jokes.
I was also showing off my lightsabers.
Yes.
Because I showcase Ultra Sabers a lot because they're my go-to people for lightsabers. So I'm a huge nerd for Star Wars and stuff. But I found out that I could order a real lightsaber online. I went straight up to the rest of my family and literally explained everything I had learned about Ultra Skewers.
I'm trying to see if this like Bible verse thing is legible from where I have the camera. Because like I have this wooden thing over my bed.
Yeah.
That has like it's like this wooden circle thing. That has like the silhouette of an eagle cut out. And then it has like a Bible verse on it. So like if you watch this video, you'll notice there's like this little blue circle thing kind of behind my head. But I'm kind of moving my head around so you can see it. Because I think it's cool. I got it for like graduation, I think.
Wasn't that your graduation present?
I either got it for graduation or Eagle Scout. I think it was an Eagle Scout thing.
Eagle Scout thing?
Yeah.
You're an Eagle Scout?
What?
You're an Eagle Scout? You're a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
How the heck were we not in the same troop together then?
Were you in a troop?
I was in Troop 3.
Oh, that's why. because I was in the Cub Pack Troop 130, and then when I originally crossed over from Cub Scout to Boy Scout, I was in Troop 130. And then do you remember that troop fizzling out?
Yeah, I remember what troop you're talking about.
And I was like the youngest person. And like the leader's kids had just equaled out, and then it was kind of like without a leader, without a meeting place, and one kid left. So the troop just kind of fizzled off and died and stuff. And then I went over to Troop 335, and that's where I eagled out of. But like the tan ones? Well, actually, I was already a Life Scout, Matthew. I was already officially a Life Scout by the time Troop 130 fizzled out. And that was actually, it was the, December of the, year that I turned 15 when I transferred. So I got to the rank of Life Scout at the age of 15.
He's not the youngest, but still, that's pretty young.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into the stories about my troop. My troop was awesome. I don't think the troop leader remembers me anymore. It's been so many years. Like you did, but I as far as I could go, and then I just kind of stopped.
Do you know the Jack Harley shop in town?
Yeah.
He was one of my old scoutmasters at Troop 130. Well, actually, when the trying to remember the name of the church that we used to meet at. But when we stopped meeting there, we would actually meet in Jack's Harley shop, and that's where we'd have meetings.
Oh, cool. Right. So we're gonna.
So
Yeah.
I guess before we get too long rambling, I'm gonna grab my Bible. Do you have your Bible handy with you and stuff?
I have it right here.
Okay. Are we gonna start at the same time?
You can start whenever.
I have to find it. That was weird saying I have to find it, but we're starting at the very beginning of the Bible.
That's not very hard to find.
I know.
Come on, Quentin. You're a religious fanboy.
Dang it. That was funny.
Religious fanboy would spell his name. It's religious fanboy.
But it's religious, just so you know.
And a little bit of stuff.
It doesn't mean I'm any less preachy because I didn't know how to spell religious when I originally typed my name.
I remember when I pointed that out to you, and I'm like, it's religious, not religious.
Well, you know what was the saddest part about you pointing it out to me?
We were fixing our featured channel section
That was yesterday.
yesterday, and I was putting you in my featured channel along with higher up YouTubers, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, but also Syndigo. I have you right underneath Syndigo.
That's neat.
Even though you put me in your featured channel list or not.
I did. I figured out how to do it.
Okay, you just copy the URL and then you paste it in the spot.
Yup, that's what I did.
It's that simple because for some reason it doesn't like the name that we put in. I put in religious fanboy or religious fanboy, and it wouldn't pop it up. So I just put in the URL and there it was.
Yep.
I figured it out. And I have to really help this Bible and not since oil bells.
Would it be best to take turns reading the Bible out loud?
What chapter are we on? Chapter 3 of Genesis?
We can start there, or we can start at the beginning.
We don't have to.
Okay,
because the first chapter is just creation.
Yeah.
And chapter 2 is more about Adam and Eve. It's all about Adam and Eve. And chapter 3 is the fall.
Well, there is something that I think would be cool for, like, to remember for our next podcast.
Alright. You want me to start?
Oh, are we just reading chapter 3 then?
Yeah, I can start.
I
stopped my recording momentarily, so I had to restart it. We're still good.
Okay, do you want to, do we want to each do, 12 Bible verses, or... Because that would be the even way of doing it?
I don't know. I don't know. My voice is kind of more easier to listen to, especially on my channel, than yours. No offense.
Yeah.
It could flow a little easier when I'm reading it.
So, do you want me to do, the shorter Bible verses, or...
You can do the first 4, and then we'll switch off. How about that?
Okay. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Has God indeed said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God said, You shall not eat, nor shall you touch it, lest you will die. Oh, should I tell them what translation I'm reading?
That'd be a good idea, because I have a different translation than you.
Okay, do you want to say yours first?
My Bible is...
Is it NIV?
Yeah, New International.
Okay.
Yours is...
The New King James Version.
Yeah. Which, in my opinion, is the better version.
Well, actually, if you're wondering how many Bibles I have on my desk, I have an adventure Bible that has, like, pictures in it, also. That, like, I've had, like, since I was, like, 8. And then I have...
I don't know, before we get off topic, we should finish this.
Okay, Yeah. And then I have a King James Bible, but I'm reading out of the New King James one. Just because that one's easier for me to carry around. Just because it's smaller and it's just the one that I usually have on hand.
Yeah.
So.
So go ahead and finish verse 4, and I'll start.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got down to verse 4. Then the serpent said to the woman, "You will not surely die." And do you want me to finish it? Like, read verse 5 really quick?
No, I'll read it from here till 8.
Okay.
So God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. Your turn.
Oh, okay, 9. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" And then the man said that the woman whom you gave to me gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate it. And I ate.
Okay.
Was that clear enough?
Huh?
Was that clear enough what I said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very towards the end, but I got it. I don't know if they got it.
Okay.
All right. Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head. He will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." Okay.
Then to Adam he said, "Because you have heeded the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat it. Cursed is the ground for your sake, until you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the herb of the field in the sweet of in this in the sweat of your face. You shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and the dust you shall return."
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, all that good stuff. All right. You know, what?
Oh, okay. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because She was the mother of all living. Also for Adam, his wife, the Lord God made tunics of skin and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us to know. Oh, sorry.
You just got so into it that you didn't hear me.
Yeah. Want me to finish the verse and then you read the last two?
Yeah.
Okay. Good and evil, and now the list he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever.
Right. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been on the east side of the Garden of Eden. Cherubim back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. And that's chapter 3.
Yep. And
We learned so what did we learn?
that there is punishment for sin, and we need to use discernment to keep ourselves from being deceived by sinful temptations.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
We learned lessons!
We taught things.
Yay! We spoke words and ideas!
We say words good.
Yep, we said words good.
That's my head on the microphone. I probably hurt someone.
So, what should we talk about next?
I don't know. Do you want to switch focus from all the religion to me? I don't know.
You can bring up something, yeah. And then, like, if I come up with, like, a ministry idea for what you talk about, then we can... Then we'll discuss that, too.
Oh, crap. I was going to say we could bring up my Fable stuff, but you haven't watched all of it yet.
To people that have restricted mode, we could talk about the, lesson that was discussed in that last one, and the last part that we collabed on.
Yeah, but I wanted you to see the Fable series as a whole.
Okay.
Because I know you can pick out all of the lessons from the story. The end of it, but I very well portray the story. I focused more on the story than I did the actual combat in the very end.
Ah.
And I focused a lot on the choice at the very end.
What was the choice at the very end?
You have to watch to find out.
Okay.
The very last part is very short. It's like almost 20 minutes, but it's pretty short compared to my entire Fable series. Forward. But I recommend watching all of it, because otherwise the story will make a whole lot of sense.
If people are wondering why I'm moving around, is because I'm stretching my leg out.
I can hear you moving around too. So I'm pretty sure my mic can hear you.
Because my leg fell asleep.
So, like, you can completely ignore my side quest episodes, but I want you to focus more on the story-driven aspect. Like, you need to watch the first 2 episodes at least.
Okay.
And then you have to watch the Bowerstone episode of my travels to Oakvale through Darkwood. I have to go through Darkwood. And my Twin Blade Camp Adventures.
And then probably the arena.
Then the arena, especially the arena, and not whole Glade.
Actually, the arena we did together, so.
We did the arena together, so you know what that is. And then you can ignore all of my side quest episodes. Go straight to my Bargate prison episode. And then those are the last 3. My Bargate prison, the fighting maze, and the end. Those are the last 3 episodes that you have to watch. So I gave you in order all of the ones that are important. The rest are irrelevant.
Did you do the thing where your enlightenment was going down or something? Or like your thing went down or no?
No. I decided against it.
That's good.
Yeah. Because, I mean, my alignment took a hit from what I did as my final choice, but I'm not wholly evil. I could easily come back from it.
What was the final choice that you did? Oh wait, I already asked that, didn't I?
You did. You have to watch it. It's actually a really good episode. It's probably one of my best episodes yet. Because I completely ignored all combat for exactly the story. Just the story. Like, I focused a lot on the combat and, like, my side quests and all the early game stuff because I needed it. At the end, you don't need it as much because you're already super powerful. You don't need a whole lot. And you guys would see my strategy of how to beat the final boss, which is actually pretty easy once you figure it out. Like, I did pretty easily.
You know what we could do?
Victory sneeze.
We could do a Minecraft Let's Play where you and I work together to take on the Ender Dragon.
Not say that, but my only problem with that is there would be a lot of fill in between then.
Ah.
But we could do it. It is possible. We could do it. I could do it. Because I'm pretty sure Windows 10 Minecraft is free.
That would kind of be cool, like we did Minecraft videos together.
Yeah, because Minecraft is not on Steam. I have to download it from another site. But I think we could make that work.
I came up with an idea.
Yay!
You know how we talked about doing a Bible study with like our while doing the voices of our Undertale characters?
Yeah.
You know what we could do? We could build a church on Minecraft.
And then that would be part of our podcast.
Yeah. Well, we could do videos like that and stuff, and it would be like more like what we did in like the post show for our very first podcast.
Kind of.
Yeah. It still makes me laugh though. Like we didn't really make jokes.
But it was just our voices.
But it was funny how we were like, I can't really replicate the voice you did.
Oh, I can do it. It's fine.
Want to talk like that for a little bit or no?
Hold on, I'm mentally preparing myself too. I'm massage my throat. My throat's been acting up lately, and I just sneezed. So, it's a little naughty.
Hi.
Okay, I think I got it.
How are you?
I'm very good. How about you?
I am doing great today.
That's awesome.
We did a Bible study today.
Yes.
Yes. We read chapter 3 of Genesis together.
At Christian Church.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a character.
Because that's what it says on the church.
Yes, it says Christian. And Sam is nowhere to be found.
Oh, well, we are Skype calling each other right now. He's like, well, actually, we're doing a podcast right now. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my transfer's going up.
It's kind of like, remember those Christian podcasts on YouTube and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
We're doing that right now.
Is that what we do?
Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Awesome. All right, I can't do that anymore. Oh, my God.
Okay.
That's not my best. My best would be in part 2 of Undertale, because that was when I first heard the voice of Papyrus.
Oh, that's his name. I couldn't pronounce his name. So I kept on thinking, oh, Flowley or something.
You're Sam, I'm Papyrus.
Yep.
If those are the only 2 characters we voiced correctly, it'll be Sam and Papyrus. Because I have to completely think very, very, very deeply about who's going to be the voice for the rest of the cast. Anyway, I'm pretty sure Asgore will be just my serious voice.
I'm trying to think of the Papyrus voice, like his theme song.
I could play it.
Like, isn't it like the...
No, I could play it on YouTube right now. I'll give you a second. Russell. Alright, give me a second.
Oh, I remember what we were gonna do now.
Alright, hold on. Hold on, are you ready?
Yep.
I gotta find a mic for my laptop.
Hey, Matthew.
Yes.
We could do the Minecraft dance just to mess with people. Actually, it's almost an hour, so we should probably wrap it up. Well, wrap this part up.
Alright, hold on. Let's finish the verse on the song.
Are you ready for an outro?
Do you want to do an outro?
I thought we would.
For a pretty fitting outro of me just playing Gold Trestle. Fire internet to here. I don't even know if my microphone picked it up. I hope it did.
Should I do my sign off?
You should do your sign off and then I'll do my sign off.
Okay. This is Religious Fanboy on the religion. This is Mandy ICQ and Religious Fanboy on the Religion on Ice podcast, saying, may God be with you and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.